if you're an employer, you need to be serious about any complaints or issues that might be raised in the workplace by your employees. There's a case reported there last week from the Workplace Relations Commission. The Killarney Advertiser, a free sheet newspaper in Killarney and Kerry, has been ordered to pay €45,000 to a receptionist after an offer to her to get her a baseball bat for security. The Killarney Advertiser told the Workplace Relations Commission that the plan was a metaphor, but the Workplace Relations Commission was not convinced by this argument. So the WRC was not convinced by the Killarney Advertiser's argument that the offer to get a baseball bat to deal with a homeless man who repeatedly came to their office intoxicated was a metaphor. And, as I say, they've been ordered to pay €45,000 after sacking her for making a formal complaint. The Workplace Relations Commission was told that after staff at the Killarney Advertiser asked its managing director to sign off on installing a gate as a safety measure, their boss said he'd get the receptionist a baseball bat to keep at her desk and called the plan to install a security gate a waste of time. However, the managing director said that his comment was a metaphor to say that the company would go to any lengths to protect staff. The WRC has now ordered the publisher of the free sheet newspaper to pay compensation worth close to 2 years' gross wages to the receptionist, Laura O'Regan, after ruling she had been sacked for making a protected disclosure in breach of the Unfair Dismissals Act 1977. The decision was issued there in the last few weeks, more than 5 years on from the dismissal of Miss O'Regan in September 2019. Her evidence to the WRC was that a man who was living rough nearby started coming to the newspaper's office in May 2019, and he would stare at her and leave her feeling generally intimidated. Miss O'Regan said that after making the editor of the title aware of the seriousness of the situation, there was a discussion about installing a gate at the front desk to control access. But although measurements were taken, the gate was never installed. The WRC heard disputed accounts of a series of meetings which followed. Miss O'Regan said that the day after she complained, she was called into a back office meeting with the editor, the manager and the newspaper's proprietor, Cormac Casey. She said that they were angry with her. Her evidence was that Mr. Casey said there had been no need for her to put her concerns in writing and that he'd get her a baseball bat to put behind the counter. She was dismissed the following Friday when the general manager handed her a letter and told her that she no longer worked there, citing performance issues. Miss O'Regan said that when she asked the manager if it was about the health and safety report, he just looked at the floor. Peninsula Business Services appeared for the company in the hearings in 2022, and they submitted that the complainant was dismissed based on the overall needs of the business and the direct feedback of her line manager, who said that Miss O'Regan would not be able to cover the line manager's role during maternity leave, declining sales and sales activity. The adjudicator found Miss O'Regan's safety complaint had amounted to a protected disclosure, as she had been fearful for the safety of herself and her colleagues and had a legitimate expectation, according to the adjudicator, that the control gate which had been discussed would be installed. She ordered the publisher to pay €45,000 in compensation, an award worth nearly 98 weeks' gross wages for Miss O'Regan. So if you are an employer, this is a valuable lesson to take note of if you receive a grievance or complaints, protected disclosures, complaints about harassment or sexual harassment or discrimination or anything of that nature. You do need to take such complaints, such raising of issues by employees seriously. If you don't, then it can get costly very easily. Some complaints are very, very easy to deal with. Some are relatively trivial, but some can be costly, can amount to a significant award against you. So you obviously want to avoid that if you can. You simply cannot treat complaints from employees, whether it's health and safety or protected disclosures or grievances or anything else, you cannot not treat them seriously. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, I would appreciate if you hit the thumbs up button down below, and you might be interested in subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.